In the small town of Stoll, Kansas, there once stood an old one-room chapel on the top of a hill, surrounded by graves. Beside the church was a cellar that was very difficult to find, as its doors had grass grown upon them. In front of the church was a great tree that was always bare. None of the town's members could recall ever having seen a leaf upon its branches. And in the town's earliest years, well before the Civil War, there were several farming families that lived there. The minister's daughter had fallen madly in love with a boy from nearby, but had her heart broken when that young man was discovered to have impregnated a certain flirtatious townsgirl. The two were married, and all the while, the Reverend's daughter saw them happy together. And her hatred brewed until after 9 months of painful endurance, that despisal boiled over. Shortly after the young couple's child was born, the minister's daughter went to their house. They greeted her cheerfully, but noticed, all too late, how she eyed the child bloodthirstily. She slit the throats of those two who'd made her life so miserable, and then dragged their bodies, along with the newborn child, up the hill to the church. She put the bodies in the cellar and left the baby there, between their bodies, to starve to death. She locked the cellar shut and hung herself on the tree in front of the church. The bodies in the cellar were not found for 3 weeks. And from that day on, leaves never grew on that tree. If you walk the graveyard late at night, you can just hear the sound of a baby's chilling cry. The townspeople burnt down the tree many years ago, in the hopes of putting the minister's daughter's spirit to rest. And more recently, the church collapsed onto itself, burying the already difficult to find down the cellar. Many have looked for its doors, but the few who have found them and ventured beneath its depths have seldom returned, with the exception of a few who came back to the sunlight after 3 weeks beneath, starved nearly to death, and covered in blood that was not their own.